Hey guys, today's Sabbath School lesson talks about the first few verses of Acts chapter 6, which tells us about the early church and how fast it was growing. And it was growing so fast that there was some murmuring that the Greek-speaking widows were not being given as much food as the Hebrew-speaking widows. There seemed to be some favoritism happening, or some tensions occurring between these different cultural aspects of the early church. To solve this problem, the Bible tells us that the apostles that were so filled with the Holy Spirit decided that God had said we needed deacons to be in charge of this contentious issue so that we could solve the problem. Here we are 2,000 years later with multiple cultures, gender differences, age differences. Our church has grown and grown and grown. The Christian church has grown and grown and grown. And I wonder if we still have tensions in our church. I don't really have to think that hard. I know we do. A big one that comes in my ministry happens between the aged population and the younger population. Musical differences, dress differences, language differences, social media differences. All of these differences seem to be causing a tension in the church that we now have. The problem with this? Our church is no longer growing, not nearly as rapid as the early church was. In fact, some of our Adventist churches are actually declining in numbers. Are the deacons not doing their job? Are the pastoral leaders, maybe myself included, not so filled with the Holy Spirit as the apostles were, so we are not leading properly? What is the problem in our churches? And how can we address it to solve the problem? How can we have a respect for the Greek-speaking and the Hebrew-speaking metaphors in our churches so that we are all distributed equally and have a fairness in our church? Where is the line of respect in our churches? Let me know in the comments. Thanks, guys.